Good morning, it's your girl Terry Pepper, and it is Thursday, June 14th, 2018, and it is my day 3 of my dry fast, but day 4 of the group dry fast. I'm happy. Why am I happy today? I've been trying to follow the keto lifestyle for like a couple months now, and I've had these strips, the keto sticks, and I've never shown any color on them. Even when I did OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, I was trying to fast and do 1 meal a day. I still apparently had too many carbs to get in ketosis. But after, I think it was like, it took 48 hours, 48 hours of a complete dry fast, because even after 36 hours, I still was negative, wasn't showing any color. Last night I had a trace amount, but this morning, let me see, yeah, can we see those colors? How this is none, that's what I've been at. I had that last night, and I'm finally here. So, yes, after 48 hours, after a 2-day dry fast, I'm finally in ketosis. And what is ketosis? Ketosis is when the body burns fat instead of the sugars that were built up. So I'm officially in fat burning mode, and I'm like super excited. So, like I said, this is my beginning morning of day 3 of the dry fast. Dry fast is no food and no water. This video will have a little more details. When I initially first started, I'll say a couple months ago, 2 months ago, April, yeah, around April, the things that I noticed about myself was, one, I'm morbidly obese. I have no medical conditions. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I don't have any other chronic conditions, illness, immune issues. My only issue, according to my doctors, is that I'm morbidly obese, right? 400 pounds, morbidly obese. 32, and just morbidly obese. I did have one issue when I was pregnant. I had gestational diabetes, and that just lets me know that I was going to have diabetes eventually in my life. And so we're going to keep going. I noticed that I was insulin resistant. By this, I mean, I would eat and I would still feel hungry afterwards, and I would just never be satisfied. And it was weird. This was whether I was eating bad food or healthy food. And by healthy food, I mean like salads and like actually following like a proper protocol. I was trying to do plant-based. I wasn't trying to go vegan, maybe vegetarian, but I was definitely trying to do plant-based. But I noticed like there were times that I would just get like insatiably hungry and just could not be satisfied. And upon research, it was insulin resistance, which is steps away from being pre-diabetic. When I looked at my last numbers for my physical, I was literally like a half a point, like dots away from being pre-diabetic or diabetic. So I'm on the cusp of being diabetic. Essentially is what that is. I mean, if I may get my numbers now, I may be diabetic, maybe not. I don't know. But last I checked, I wasn't diabetic yet. So I was having severe brain fog. Like, I would literally get up out the bed and say, well, I'm going to the kitchen and get something. Get to the kitchen and could not remember what it was I went to the kitchen for. At least it wasn't food. So then I'll go back in the room, go back in the room. 5 minutes later, be like, oh, that's what I went to the kitchen for. Something to drink, probably. So brain fog, severe brain fog. Just someone tells me something and I just forget instantly. And then I remember after. Horrible. Insomnia. I've always dealt with insomnia. I mean, since high school. college, I've always dealt with insomnia. The best way I dealt with insomnia in my 20s was keeping jobs where I worked overnight. So I didn't have to sleep at night when I was already up anyway. More recently, I had got on a nice little rhythm where I was sleeping, but I was going to sleep at like 8, 9, 10, getting up at 4 or 5 for my job. But at the same time, oh, that truck loud. At the same time, I was waking up throughout the night, every couple hours, sometimes every hour. I was up and alert, just woke and just could not sleep. I was just never rested, so I could sleep a whole 10 hours, but I was up probably at least 3 or 4 times. Upon research of that, I figured out that my cortisol levels were high, and I lived in like a state of fight or flight, which is like accurate. I was always on some ill-gotten alert. It didn't matter what it was. Like if I heard something, I was like, what's that? I was always up trying to figure out what was going on. My mind never rested. I was pummeled just with thoughts all the time. Some of them were completely unnecessary thoughts that probably invoked unnecessary feelings. So that high cortisol levels, being in fight or flight, just always on the go, want to go, and just my mind is always so that I noticed, and I was dealing with that for probably years, dealing with that, my mind racing back and forth. And here I thought I just had like, you know, ADD, ADHD, adult ADD, can never stay focused, and come to find out it's just high cortisol levels, and my body is just in like a state of like complete unrest at all times. Go figure. A physical thing that I felt was inflammation. 32 and I have bad knees. Right? So, inflammation of my knees and swelling of my feet and my wrists. And, I guess I have a sit-down job. Not really. I'm a driver. I drive a school bus. I drive my vehicle. I drive all the time. But essentially, I'm sitting down most of the time for my job. I essentially have a sitting job, right? So it's like swelling because I'm not moving, essentially. And parasites and Candida yeast. Insatiable cravings for sugar and French fries. I don't know why, but like for the longest time, for I say months that I've noticed, like even years, French fries have been like my best friend. When I say my best friend, like anybody say, you want anything? Yeah, I want some French fries. From where? It don't matter. French fries. I like French fries from anywhere. It doesn't matter. I just love French fries. Love French fries. Like, love French fries. So, parasites and Candida yeast. I'm going to attribute like that love of French fries and sugar. Because I like, honestly, I do like sweets. I like cookies. Love me some chocolate chip cookies. Love me some chocolate chip cookies. But the things that I be eating, it's like, I don't even really want them. I just eat them, like potato chips. I don't want them. I just be like eating them because they're there. So I do a lot of bored eating, a lot of blackout eating. Blackout eating is where I'll eat and then the brain fog will kick in, go somewhere, and then I'll eat again because other people are eating, and I'll be like, oh. And then I'll be like, I'm not even hungry, because I will forgotten that I had eaten already. Blackout eating. But that couples with the brain fog. So it all links together. These are things that I noticed before I started to try to do the keto lifestyle. And the reason I was doing the keto lifestyle was I was following Dr. Eric Berg on YouTube. His stuff is super informational. Like, his videos are super informational, super quick, super informational. He has information on all types of topics, but mainly just trying to get into ketosis, trying to get into fat burning mode, and trying to just be a better me. Apparently, it was a lot easier for me to follow a no food, no water protocol than to follow a OMAD or a strictly keto like meal plan. I had the keto meal plan. Like, I had the bacon and eggs, and I had the grass-fed butter, and I had, literally, I was eating 6 to 8 cups of salads a day. I had been tired of smoothies, so I wasn't doing smoothies, but I was literally eating cups of spinach and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not going to say, it was actually tiring. It was very tiring to eat, if that makes any sense. Like, the amount that I had to eat, it was tiring. Like, I went from eating smaller portions because I was in a calorie deficit, went from eating smaller portions to eating normal size portions in smaller time windows. I was intermittent fasting. But when I say it was like really hard to eat such large amounts of food, even with my bacon and eggs, it was hard to eat. It was ironic. So, water fasting, when I tried that 2 weeks ago, it went well. Consequently, when I made it to the second day, I was fine. But going into that third day, I ended up eating. Something about that, like, I just could not get into that third day. And the third day, they say it's the hardest. And the third day, they say that that's when you're kicking all your sugar and carbs and all that such and such. And they say you do 3 days to jumpstart a keto diet. And I just, even when I did that, I lost weight, granted, but I still wasn't in ketosis. So the whole point of the whole keto thing was to get into ketosis. If you're in ketosis, then you're actually burning fat versus just eating the lifestyle and never burning my own body fat. So here we are, fast forward now 2 weeks. We're into like day 3 of my dry fast. I'm into ketosis, so I'm officially burning body fat. Yesterday, my weight was 335. Even this morning, it was 332. So I lost 3 more pounds. Great. Day 3. And I still feel hydrated. I'm not going to say I have, like, clearly I have loads of fat for my body to turn into water. And that's what the body does. It literally breaks down the fat. That's ketosis, burning fat, breaking down the fat, eating the fat. And all the hydrogen little molecules get mixed in with the oxygen that I breathe. And I just make water. Like, super hydrated water. And like I said, day 3, I'm feeling great. I'm not worried about the day at all. I work a 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. shift at my job. 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. which will literally put me right at the beginning of my day 4. The only reason, I'm not worried about eating at all. I'm not even concerned about that because I have no intentions on eating, on breaking my fast like that. I'm concerned about that it's a delivery job, so I'm jumping in and out the car and at rapid speeds. I'm not gonna say I'm quick when I move, but there's something for me, like, I do get in and out. But I've always been like that. But I did notice that on my day 1, which was Tuesday, when I worked, and I was literally just standing there taking orders at the phone. I was getting lightheaded, and I'm just like, I kept having to lean over and pull one of these modes. So I'm hoping that tonight, I'm guessing I really need to work on taking my time with getting in and out of my vehicle. And if I have to walk up steps, I need to definitely take my time. because I can't afford to get lightheaded and like not pass out, but essentially pass out, or to think that I just need to take a sip of water just to balance myself, because that's not the goal. So that's going to be my trying moment for tonight, is just to push through work. And I'm hopeful. I'm super hopeful. Like, I'm sure I'll be able to do it. I might be a little woozy, and I'll just have to deal with that as it comes. Like I said, like if I have to take a sip of water on my day 4, like I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, but I guess it's better than like passing out at work. So I'll deal with that when that comes. But like I said, that's not gonna happen until like after midnight, which would be until my day 4. So I have plenty of time. Last night before bed, I had a headache, and it wasn't like one of my normal headaches. It was like a stop everything you're doing and lay down immediately headache. So I laid down and I tried to go to sleep. Of course, my daughter calls. She's like, I want to come home. So I'm like, okay. I get up and I go get her, and I'm like I'm fine. Like I'm alert driving. I wear contacts. It was at night. It was like 10:30 at night, and I was alert driving. I was fine. I got home. She went to sleep immediately. Funny, right? Funny. And I'm just up. Just up. Woke. Like I'm just laying in bed. I refuse. Oh! That's a huge bee! Windows are down. Told you I have a dark house. One day. I was just up. I refused to turn on the light, turn on the TV, even get on my phone or anything. I just laid there and tried to meditate and deep breathing and clear my thoughts. But I was literally just up, laying with my eyes open in the dark, up. And I'm just like, I guess I should be at work, huh? But I was just up. Finally, I don't know when I finally went to sleep, but I know I did go to sleep. I woke up this morning, and I'm just, and I realized I woke up this morning, and the only 2 thoughts in my head was, yeah, I need to go to the grocery store to buy some baking soda, some Red Mills brand baking soda, because I don't want to use just regular baking soda. I do want to use the good stuff. Apparently, what I realized that with fasting, if I'm doing long periods of time of fasting, I will save an abundance of money on food, whether it's fast food or whether it's the junk food or the homemade junk food that I make. I'm going to save an abundance, so I can afford to like buy good food to retrain, to rehydrate, to refeed my body with, until I'm at a point where I'm like sustainable financially, and you know, however this body's going to seem to get there. So yeah, I do plan on buying like $3 baking soda so that I can get a teaspoon out to alkaline my kidneys. And the whole point of that is, yeah, I can just break it with water, but I am watching other people's fasting journeys. T-Love, like, she did the 5-day dry fast, and I'm sure she was thirsty. 5 days, right? Thirsty. And she said she drank the water too fast, and she got nauseated and was kind of turned off. And I don't want to be turned off from water. Like, I could be turned off from food, okay, whatever, but being turned off from water, like, no, I don't want that. So watching other people YouTube's, this guy, he broke a 7-day dry fast with lemon juice. I would just like, lemon juice is completely sour, and I would just like, that would never be a thought. Like, I would sooner bite into a juicy watermelon. Sooner bite into a juicy piece of watermelon than to drink a glass full of fresh squeezed lemon juice after a 7-day dry fast. And then he was eating sour foods that irritated his throat. So I was definitely like, I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that. And then I was watching another YouTuber who had been doing dry fast, and she kept having back pain, and she didn't know why, and it was her kidneys. So, like I said, I'm going to do the kidney shot, and I'm going to do quality ingredients, and that is my goal. And like I said, this morning when I woke up, my only two thoughts was, I need to go to the store and buy some baking soda, and I feel great. Like, I was literally laying in bed, my eyes still closed. I had literally just felt myself wake up, and my only two thoughts was, I have to go to the store, and I feel great. Normally when I wake up, I can't even say that I wake up happy. I wake up bombarded with how many random, useless thoughts of just stuff that is so unimportant. Like, I mean, it's important and it's relevant, but it's not essentially. Like, it's things that I'm going to deal with, things that I've always dealt with, things that I'm going to continue to deal with. It's life. And I literally bombard myself with these thoughts, like, as soon as I wake up, and it was just very daunting. And this morning, I literally have two thoughts. One of them, I need to go to the store and buy one item. And the other one was, I feel great. I feel great. Like, I feel great. I got a tear. I feel great. It's like, it's like the greatest thing ever. Like I said, if somebody had told me that literally not eating and not drinking for a purpose, clearly, like if someone told me don't eat or don't drink and you'll be great, like I would be like, what, why? Who does that? Why would you do that? But to have a purpose for it, the purpose is to get in ketosis. The purpose is to burn fat. The purpose is to lose weight. And the purpose is to just be a better me. Right? Right. So, I just feel great. The last thing I want to touch bases on is that I've been trying to practice yoga and meditation for like a year, 6 months, for an extended period of time. I'll do it and then I'll fall off. Meditation, like I said, with my thoughts always rapidly running, meditation, the best I can do was like, and I say the best I can do was a couple of minutes, and like 2 or 3 of quality meditation. So I have the little app on my phone. It's Stop, Breathe, and Think, or Stop, Think, and Breathe. I have a year subscription to yogadownload.com, and I just, last night or yesterday, I did a brief meditation. I did a 5-minute one, and I said, and normally I only go 2 minutes because I know my brain just can't focus. Like, I'll get the first 45 seconds good. And then everything starts hitting me. But I did a 5-minute one. I said, well, let me just see. Like, I feel calm. I feel calm. Let me just see. And just with the breathing, just with the deep breathing, I noticed that I'm able to hold my breath longer. Normally, I struggle with 4 seconds of like, 4 seconds, however, holding it in. But I'm able to do 6 and 7 seconds of holding it in and taking it out. I'm able to breathe deeper. Dare I say I'm making more water when I do that for myself? I feel hydrated. It's like making glasses of water for myself. I don't know how, that may completely sound stupid, but I'm serious. Like every time I take a super deep breath, if I get overwhelmed, it feels like I just drank literally like 4 ounces of water. It's the most randomest thing. Yesterday, the trash truck is coming past. Yesterday, I got a call from my job saying something was going on with my license. Like I said, my license is my life. It's my life. It's my livelihood. So I have no idea what's going on. So I have no idea what's going on. I, luckily enough, live right by the DMV. Go up to the DMV, try to figure out what's going on. The new car that I got, right? When I redid my insurance to put this on there was a underwriting situation. So when I got my bill, I'm like, well, that's not what they told me I was going to owe. Let me call them and see. So I called them and see. And they had to redo my policy. So basically they canceled my policy and then rewrote me another one. Well, it was so nice of them to cancel it and issue that to the state. But then when they rewrote me another one, they did not issue that to the state saying that I now have insurance. So the state is like, oh, you don't have insurance. We're taking your license. So I'm up there, I'm like, I have insurance. Here, you can see. And she's like, well, we need that from the insurance company. Okay. Normally, I just get upset. Start like, okay, whatever, this or that. I didn't even do all that yesterday. I'm just like, okay. Took the paper, left, went home, was like, read it. Took a deep breath and was like, okay. Called Windhaven. Called my insurance company. Was on the phone with them for like an hour. The lady was so nice. She apologized and the third. I'm just like, this was a lot easier than I thought. But normally, I would have just made that issue so much more than what it would have been. And I don't know. Maybe there's a hormone balancing going on. Maybe the fact that I have lack of energy, I see that wasn't something to really waste a lot of energy on. I mean, it's not due to expire for like 3 weeks. So I had 3 weeks to clear up the situation. So there's no pressing need right now for me to exert so much energy on trying to fix that or get mad about not being able to fix that. And it was actually fixed quite easily. So like, just, this dry fasting is just great. I'm calmer. I'm proactive. And like I said, I want this. This is something that I want. I want to, like, wake up and feel like this. Like, this is how I want to feel. Like, I want to feel great. And I feel great. Like, I feel great. Like, it's crazy because me, like being who I am, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm waiting for these detox symptoms to just like come rushing in and whoop me. Like I'm waiting for them. And I'm just like, they're just like, oh, well, maybe next time, right? But I'm feeling great. Another thing I noticed, I took a shower last night and I didn't do anything yesterday. Like, I didn't do anything. I laid around yesterday. Didn't do anything. When I say I was dirty, like, maybe because I did a baking soda scrub. Okay. And I scrubbed it. But I was dirty. Like, I had to clean the tub. I was dirty. Filthy. Dirty. Dirty. And I was like, oh, that came off of me. Like, damn, I didn't do nothing. I'm just like, damn, I was dirty. And I'm just like, I want to, like, and it might just be the toxin busting out my pores. Like, the wind blows and I feel it everywhere. I feel it everywhere. Like, I feel really open, and I feel great. Like, the only thing I can say is I feel great. Like, I feel great. Just dry fasting. Dry fasting is where it's at. Like, I feel great. I just feel so great, and I'm hoping that you feel great as well when you're doing this. Or if you, yeah. Oh, like what? The disclaimers? I should say the disclaimers, like, clearly I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor. I'm just a very unhealthy, I said healthy, shame on me. I'm a very unhealthy American, basically. I lived on that standard American diet. Sad lifestyle. I lived on that, thrived on that. That was like my, essentially my bread and butter. So, to not even be worried about what am I going to eat for lunch or dinner, it's great. Like, I feel great. This is great. This is a lot of stress off of me. Prepping meals is stressful. Trying to make sure you have all the ingredients for your meals when you have severe brain fog is stressful, because you forget something. So then you have to cut off the things, or have somebody run to the store. You gotta run to the store, and you just like, or you just don't have it in your meal, and then it's just like doesn't taste the same. And it's just like, I'm not even concerned about that. Like I said, this is like day 3, and I am not even concerned about food. I'm not concerned about water, because for some reason, like I said, I am hydrated. I'm not concerned about food. Like, I'm not even thinking about food. I thought about watermelon, only because I have watermelon in my refrigerator, and I feel it's gonna go bad. And I'm like, I wish somebody would eat the watermelon, so I'm not wasting my money. But essentially, when I think about all the things that I've thrown away food-wise, I've wasted thousands of dollars in just wasting food and just throwing stuff away and just not eating something. Just, I have so much waste. There's so much waste. It's just so much waste. What can I say? Like, I'm gonna do better. I am definitely going to do better. So, yeah, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. Don't do anything that I am doing. This is just for me. I'm doing this for myself, and for my self-improvement, my self-empowerment, my self-betterment. This is strictly for me. I'm sure T Love, Fasting Diva, SL Davis, whatever, Inc. Ha! Got it. They're all doing their dry fasting for their reasons. It's on their channels. I said pages yesterday. It's channels. I have to rework on my wording and get back with the YouTube and get off that Facebook thing. So everyone has their own reasons. My reasons is strictly, not strictly, but right now is just to remain in ketosis as long as possible. When I'm rehydrating, that's going to be a test as to whether my rehydration system is going to kick me out of ketosis or not. Mostly because my colon cleanse smoothie that I intend to drink, I'm actually excited about the colon cleanse smoothie. Like, I could very well just eat the watermelon that I have in there, but no, I don't want to eat. I want to stay like liquid and dry fasting. So the colon cleanse smoothie includes like a pineapple. I'm not quite sure how sweet or how many carbs a pineapple is, but we'll see.